This is a pretty recent phenomenon. The internet has made speculating its own investment class for the lower-tiered investors and people with no or low experience. President Barack Obama signed the Jobs Act on April 5, 2012. JOBS stands for Jumpstart Our Business Startups. Following the financial crisis of 2008 and 2009, several pieces of legislation were written to try to spur the economy. One of those ended up being the Jobs Act, which was introduced by House Majority Leader Eric Cantor, a Republican, in March in 2012. The act opened the door to investments for non-accredited investors, essentially unsophisticated and inexperienced investors, to have access to private equity and venture capital investments. On a practical level, it created a speculative class of investors because the only people who need to crowdsource funds are those who have the least experience with investing. It's a lot easier to raise $2,000 each from 50,000 investors than it is to obtain $100,000 from an institution that will vet your offering more thoroughly. The problem is, even though the legislation may have done what it achieved to do, improve the economy, most of the investors putting money into startups don't know what they're doing. You're never going to walk up to a wealthy family with a lot of investing experience and say, "Hey, I have this great opportunity that we're crowdsourcing." They're going to look at you like you're crazy and ask, quote, "Why would we want to be in bed with a bunch of people who have no intellectual depth, no network, and no money? If this company gets into trouble, are these investors going to ante up and make another allocation?" Quote, "Probably not. Crowdfunding is where the most speculation is. If you look at each investor as their own individual creditor, how liquid are they? Are they going to keep pouring money into this protein alternative extracted from crickets in Vietnam? Is this something that they're going to bankroll? Where's the sophisticated, smart money?" Crowd is never synonymous with smart. That's true whether we're talking about finance, health, or life in general. When you follow the crowd, that's usually where a lot of issues crop up. That's where the speculation is, and following the crowd leads to trouble.